Our story starts off showing a masked ninja walking down some steps with a sword in his hand, but very menacingly, with intense background music. It then pans to Ittoki, a prodigy gymnast, in class daydreaming. Out of a window, the teacher then calls him up to the front of the class to answer a question he surprisingly gets right. While Ittoki is walking the hall with his friend, turns out there's a girl stalking him from around a corner, like how you creeps do random women. While in the midst of making a plan to hang out with his friend, he sees her and immediately takes it back and says he can't do it. Turns out her name is Kosetsu Minobu, and they've known each other for a long time, and his mom asked her to watch over him. Ittoki is late for cram school and has to take a shortcut, but while on this shortcut a truck loses control and is about to hit him, but Ittoki uses his insane agility to run up a wall and do a backflip over it, and Kosetsu sees the whole thing. The next day Ittoki and Kosetsu are walking to school and Ittoki finds a letter with a heart on it in his locker. It's from this baddie Satomi Tsubaki. This is the girl that was watching him in the beginning. She's been watching him this whole time, admiring him. Then she asks him if he wants to go out with him. He tells his mother about this situation and she gets very serious after he says he barely knows her, and she says she doesn't approve of this. He then asks his uncle to take him and he goes anyway. After getting there, she asks him to go to her place and he accepts. While then she takes off her clothes and jumps on top of him. He's in distraught. She then goes in for a kiss and he pushes him off of her. Then he assumes it's a prank and looks if anyone was under the bed listening and sees a person in all black with glowing eyes, and when he jumps up she tries to stab him and just barely cuts him. When she tries to stab him again, Kosetsu throws a smoke knife, grabs him, throws him out the window, and proceeds to solo. And two other people that he knows throw him in a car, drive off. They crash the car and fight more of these unknown people in all black and tell him to run. While running, the power goes out and there's a cop he starts talking to, but then one of the people in all black cuts the officer's throat and ties up Ittoki. But then his uncle shows up like a boss smoking a cigarette, and when he shows up the ninja knows his name and calls him a demigod. He then puts on his armor and 1v5s them. Then shows him waking up with Kosetsu and his uncle, and they say this is his family home. When he walks in, everyone bows and his mom says everyone here is a ninja. She says there are multiple ninja villages here and they live as normal people. But one of those villages, the Koga, interrupts that peace. She says they are the most powerful and rich village and they plan to take over IGA village. The people that attacked him were a part of the Koga, and they attacked him because he is the 19th successor to the IGA ninja village. His uncle drags him out and says he has three choices: die, escape, or become a ninja. He chooses to become a ninja. Now Ittoki has to go to ninja school and take a ninja exam to get in. For the test, they play hide and seek and split into two groups, hiders and seekers. The hider will leave first and have a minute to find a hiding spot. After that, the seeker will leave and the exam begins. Hiders not found in 10 minutes pass the exam. Seekers who discover and tag the hider pass the test. While Ittoki is doing the exam, there are others trying to kill him. While they are trying to kill him, Kosetsu handles them, but he still fails. So they thought. Later that day, uncle got a call and they said that he passed. Now he goes to Tokyo to go to his new ninja school. When he arrives, it looks very nice and he runs into another baddie, hopefully not trying to kill him. Then he runs into a group of guys with very bad looks on their faces and a blonde girl named Ittoki Sakuraba, and she says that those were top Koga ninjas. While in the cafeteria, he looks at the Koga men for a little too long, so they confront him, but one of them stops them and explains that Ittoki knows nothing about his village and that the old Koga leader that died was killed by Ittoki's village, and that's why they have beef. Kirai takes Ittoki and Kosetsu to their dorm, which is a broken down piece of crap. On their first exercise, they learn how to use their ninja suits. And they have to ascend the roof of a tower to break in their new suits. Ittoki has problems using his suit and can't move. Then the baddie from earlier helps him out. these ninja suits give super abilities, and if damage is done, then the battery starts draining. While on the way back down from the top of the tower, 3 of the Koga guys jump Kirai and take her suit core, so Ittoki goes after them and starts getting jumped too. But the principal stops them, but Ittoki steals one of theirs and gives it to Kirai. Ittoki finally makes it to the top of the tower, but there are no rewards for him. Ever since that first activity, Ittoki wanted to study, but Kirai suggested that they steal test answers, so they sneak onto campus. 3 people distract the teacher while 3 more try to get the cheats. While Ryoko uses a ninja tool to unlock the vault, Kosetsu fights the 3 Koga men trying to also get the cheats. Turns out they did this for nothing because the Koga men switched out the answers before they were even there. While this is going on, the uncle is sneaking around trying to find information on Koga and finds out Koga is trying to start a war. After this, Kosetsu realizes that since the Koga switch out the cheats, that means that they knew exactly was safe they were targeting, which means that there is a rat among them telling Koga their information.